When I was 12, I started having nerve pains in my arms and legs. And my parents thought, maybe we should get her to see a neurologist. Since they knew we had this in the family, my dad has CMT, but he'd been so largely unaffected that no one bothered to get me tested or worry about it at all. So when I was 12, we went to the neurologist, got me informally diagnosed with CMT, and it kind of progressed from there very rapidly. Lots more doctor visits. I started having trouble walking. They got me in braces in a couple years. So it was a very, very quick progression and a lot of information in just a couple years. My dad has CMT1A, so do I. He is not in braces. It hasn't really affected him at all. And here I am, I'm 14 and in braces and can't do a lot of activities. When I was 18, I had to get tons of surgeries on my feet. So it's been really unexpected, and it's really annoying because he's been fine and here I am having all this trouble. Yeah, it's tough to stay positive when you have any challenge, especially in the first couple years that you're learning about what this is and how it might impact your life. It's hard. But I think most of us reach a point where, we realize this is what we're dealing with, and we're going to make the best of it. You have to be positive, because if you aren't, you're going to be a really unhappy person for the rest of your life. And I think I've finally reached that point over the last 5 years. My advice to other CMT patients, a lot of people say to take things one day at a time, and that's good because you don't want to overwhelm yourselves, but I think a lot of us just don't want to think about the future because it's so scary, and we'll just put that off as long as possible, and you don't want to do that because the things you can do now, getting physical therapy, getting shoe inserts or braces, can 10, 20 years down the line make your life a lot easier. So you do need to be thinking about the future. Don't stress yourself out about it, but go to the doctor, go to a physical therapist, start exercising, get braces if you need them, don't lie to yourself for too long, and just try to take care of yourself. You'll thank yourself later. My hopes for the future of CMT are that we get better awareness in the general populace, because it's hard when no one knows what you have and they just look at you really funny. What was that? Tooth?
Yeah.
Tooth. Your teeth look fine too. It would be nice if people knew what it was. More so, it would be nice if doctors knew what it was, because it's really frustrating to go to a neurologist and they just have no idea. And these are the people who are supposed to be helping you. And hopefully, in the next 10 years, we'll, get some really promising therapies, and they'll get approved, and we'll actually have a cure. That would be great. I think I realized that CMT had impacted my life in high school when I wasn't able to, just go to someone's house for a sleepover because maybe they have stairs, and that was really scary to be faced with that. And I'm sorry, I can't get up the one step into your house, and that's why I don't want to go to your birthday party. It kind of made me isolate myself a lot, and that's really a shame, and I try not to do that, but it's hard, and it's something that you have to face every day. Wherever you go, there might be some challenge there, and it's really easy to just not go anywhere, not going to face anything. So So that was a really big impact on my life in high school. I think CMT has had some positive effects on my life. I'm 19 right now, and people are always like, oh, you're so mature and you've dealt with this. I'm like, I don't want to be mature. This is a pain. I would take immaturity over this any day. But I think it is good in that way, and I think I can empathize, of course, with other people who have disabilities or physical challenges or health complications. It gives me that. I think it's also forced me to take better care of myself. Lots of people in their teens and 20s, just party all the time and eat really bad, and I actually focus on living a healthy lifestyle and treating myself well, and I think it teaches you coping skills that are going to be valuable in life when you have other stressful times, whether it's school or relationships. You learn to just take things slowly and as they come, and to not overly stress yourself about anything, because it's going to be harmful for your mind and your body. My advice for parents who have children with CMT is to not lie to them about it. Don't just pretend it's not there, because it is there, and the more you help them deal with that when they're little and you don't make it this huge monster in the closet, the better they're going to be off when they're older. I was so nervous for years and years about talking to people about my CMT, or people knowing about the CMT, because my family was really quiet about it, and it was just kind of the thing that they swept under the rug. So I would really encourage people to not have that attitude, because it's not going to do anyone any favors in the long run or the short run.